Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Taking out my knotless braids with you guys, and I'm also going to be answering some questions you guys have asked me on the community posts as well as Instagram. I'm disappointed that I'm taking them out so soon. Today makes 3 weeks, but my scalp just cannot deal with like fake hair. If it wasn't for like the buildup that I'm seeing and feeling, I would have kept them in for like another 2 weeks, honestly. Not having to do my hair, it was a lifesaver. It's so itchy and I just can't wait to like really shampoo, but they gotta go, okay? I know y'all missed the curls. I missed the curls. Plus, your girl got some jobs lined up, so the braids gotta come out. That's what we're gonna do. It's 10:09 a.m. I'm giving myself till 2 o'clock the latest. I'm usually pretty quick with it and I know where to cut. Start with the back first. Wish I had somebody to come here and take them out for me, but that's not the case. So you want something done, you gotta do it yourself, period. Somebody asked, will you be having a meet and greet? I really want to have a meet and greet. I've always wanted to have a meet and greet. When I was in New York, that was my initial goal, to have it in Central Park. I just never got down to it, honestly. But I would love to, in the next coming year, have a meet and greet. I don't know if I want to do it down here or if I will go back to New York to have one. But yeah, that's definitely, it's on the list. This is one of the reasons why I don't get protective styles. It takes too long to get them done and it takes too long to take them out. Using a rat tail comb helps so much because the tip is thin. It's, you know, sometimes at the end of the braids, it's really like thin and you can't take it out. Get you a rat tail comb. It's gonna save you every single time. I wish I could play music with y'all, but I ain't trying to get copywritten. So y'all gonna just have to hear me. Braid one down. Let's go. Hey Shell, I love your content and I love when Sandy B's in town. I admire your relationship so much. So on that note, do you have any interesting stories about you and your mom that could provide a window on how the beautiful bond became to be? First of all, thank you so much for saying that. I have to do a separate video on that. But honestly, just to give you like a quick little summary, my mom and I have not always been this close. You know, we'll go through things with our parents, especially our moms growing up and stuff like that. I guess over time and maturity, I think having children allowed my mom and me to spend more time together. Very active grandmother and she enjoys spending time with my kids. So I think that's what helped our relationship grow closer because she was really like, she was always helping out. We can definitely do another separate video if you guys want to know like more in depth, because it's a long story, honestly. It would take me like a whole separate video, maybe a series to really understand. But yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, you will have indifferences with your parents, whether it's your mother, your father, whomever it is that is raising you or has raised you. You only get one mother, you only get one father. I believe that you should respect them. You may not understand or agree with certain things that they do, or maybe they have done things that didn't leave us feeling our best, but when it all boils down to it, it's your mom and you get one of them. So I like to look at that as a blessing in my life. There are many people who do not have the opportunity to still call their mom or spend time with their mom. So you don't take things for granted. We all make mistakes, right? We're imperfect, but you learn to grow from your mistakes and let go of certain things. So I got 2 braids out in like 10 minutes. Why am I moving so slow? See, y'all messing me up. Y'all messing me up because I can't multitask. Somebody said, hey doll, what do you love to watch in movies? Any TV recommendations? So this is like a 3-part question, a 4-part question actually. Personally love romantic movies, like just beautiful fairy tale, lovey-dovey type of movies. But if I had to choose like my top, I would say like the drama movies. I love suspense. Like I love when I turn a movie on and like as soon as you hit play, it's like you're on the edge of your seat. I love a movie like that. Can you share a funny family memory? I don't know. Asking me, I don't really know. We're gonna go back to that one. What's your favorite food or meal right now? Pizza is actually my favorite food, but honestly I'm tired of it because I think I overate it. But right now if I had to choose, I would say give me a nice rice bowl with some protein and like some broccoli and I'm good. What music do you listen to when you work out? I listen to Ice Spice, I listen to Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Durk. I listen to pretty much whoever. I have a genre of everything. Depends on really like what I'm doing. So if I'm doing something that's fast paced, then I put something on that's gonna like get motivated. But if I'm doing something that's a little on the slower side, like stretching, and I may slow it down and play some Sade or Janae Aiko. God, my damn. This is a whole process. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm talking to you guys. Through your journey of growth, what's something that you accomplished that really hits home for you and touches your heart? something you meditate on and say, wow, I did that, would have to say getting off of a government program. Like I said in my other video, if you guys haven't seen that video, I'll link it right here. I was on Section 8 for a few years and I was receiving government assistance. And for the longest, it put me in like a depression because from what I saw and what I experienced from dealing with, you know, the workers, and I just felt like I was never going to beat it. I felt like I was never going to be anything but what they saw me as, poor, not worthy of having anything nice because this is the best that I can get. And for so long, I felt like I was almost hypnotized because I started to believe it. So used to routine of certain things that I thought that that was what it was, like that my life was going to be just that. I can never do better. That is one of my biggest accomplishments. But every day when I wake up and I see where I'm living, I'm no longer tied to a government program. And honestly, it took me a while to adapt to not having to report my income, not having to report certain things because I was so used to, you know, having to do that for so many years that I had to like tell myself like, girl, you don't need to do that no more. You're on your own. You can make as much money as you want and you don't have to tell nobody. I'm proud of myself for getting up and doing something, busting my behind and never giving up. Blood, sweat, and tears type of thing, because I really grinded out to make sure that I had enough. I felt confident enough to say, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you. It was a push. You know, and sometimes you need to crawl before you walk, and sometimes you gotta take a few steps back and do things over again so that we can get back up and kill it. And I think that it was definitely a stepping stone for me, and it motivated me. Some people don't really learn from their experiences. I like to take every life experience as a lesson, and I take something out of it. I'm proud of myself for that. Next question is, I'm considering putting in braids, but my hair tends to break easily. How healthy is braids for one's hair? That all just depends, like you said, on your hair texture. If you have really, really fine hair, I don't recommend it because braids is a bit of manipulation. When, you know, they're grabbing your hair, it's gonna put some tension on your scalp. There are like styles that you can get that's not too manipulating. It just all depends on who the braider is. Some braiders be snatching the edges right off. If you have really fine hair, I don't recommend getting any styles that are going straight back because that's just gonna pull your edges. Get styles that are coming downwards, that way you're not putting too much on your edges. Because my edges, yeah, we're not even gonna go there. You could travel right now, what country would you visit? My mood right now, I would say Jamaica. When you first started YouTube, what motivated you to keep going? And if you had to give advice to new YouTubers, what would you say? Just have fun with it. Don't look at YouTube for the money, the fame. Have fun when you create content and don't have any expectations. If you go into YouTube expecting and comparing right from the get-go, it's gonna discourage you, leave you feeling unmotivated. Go into YouTube with tunnel vision and go into YouTube doing it for yourself. Don't compare yourself. The moment you compare yourself to other content creators is the moment you apply more pressure to yourself, is the moment it no longer becomes fun. Very easy for you to say, you know what, just forget it. I can't do this. I will never be like so-and-so. Keep your head up. Focus on what it is that you want to do. Be consistent. Just keep going. The moment you stop, you will never know how far you could actually have made it. I take my braids out, I feel so bald-headed. I don't know, because I'm used to like the weight of the braids, and then when I start seeing and feeling my actual hair, it's like, I feel bald-headed. Getting somewhere, y'all. I did like this whole, hold on, let me show y'all what I did. Like a fourth, okay? So you gotta take your time, because it takes one wrong move and you're gonna get a knot. Guess what? I will cut this whole damn braid out, because baby, I'm not about to sit here and fight with a knot. We're gonna cut it. What is your best hairstyle or color you would rock and haven't yet? I think my favorite hairstyle is, honestly, just a nice slick back ponytail. I'm really basic when it comes to hair. I wanna go platinum. I wanna try a platinum blonde. Many moons ago, I dyed my hair and it was like it was blonde, but it was more of like, I don't know if I have the picture to show you guys, but platinum. Like, I wanna go platinum blonde. Like a lace front or some type of closure, and bob cut, platinum. I think I would eat that up. I would eat it up. I think I would look super cute with that. Actually thinking about, I don't know, I think I do want to color my hair again. I know I preach on my channel about the health of your hair, but honestly, I know how to take care of my hair. So If I was to decide to color my hair, I'm more than 100% confident that I can maintain it. What is the last thing you cried about? Literally just cried 2 nights ago. I was watching this movie called Life in a Year with Jaden Smith. It was one of those movies that you'll laugh some, then you cry. I didn't expect it to hit me. Always can tell when I'm gonna cry during a movie because my throat gets tight. You know, you get that frog feeling and you can feel your eyes start to water up and you're just like, don't blink, don't blink. If you blink, it's a wrap. It was one of those movies. Watch the trailer on YouTube. I think you can actually watch it on YouTube. If you type it on YouTube. Might I add, Jaden Smith is really taking after his father. He's very impressed with his acting skills. What is my love language? That's a really good question. I like that question. For me, my love language would be acts of service. Not so much like expecting materialistic things. For example, filling my gas tank up without me having to say anything, or preparing a meal for me so that I don't have to cook. Doing little things for me without me having to communicate it to you. That's just always being in the know and being very attentive to my needs and paying attention. That's such a pet peeve of mine, having to constantly tell somebody something, especially if you've said it numerous times and yet you find yourself saying it over and over until you're blue in the face. There's nothing more attractive to me than seeing a man show up for his woman without his woman having to coach him or constantly remind him of the little things. I want to be seen. Do you think that you have to stick to a niche to get the YouTube button? Did you stick to one thing? You did, yes? Or why didn't you? If no, I heard that we shouldn't bore our audience, but not to switch up too much. Honestly, I'm learning now through my channel. I don't want to stick to the same type of, niche, because when you go and you switch up like I do, honestly, it's hard to get you in the algorithm because you're switching up so much with your content. So I say, when you're first starting out, stick to one niche or niche, however you want to pronounce it, so that YouTube can get used to the type of videos that you want to put out, and they'll put you and match you with the algorithm. For example, if you just want to do vlogs, constantly do vlogs so that you can get in the algorithm with other content creators. YouTube will then push your videos out into the algorithm and you will come up on the suggested pages for other viewers to click on your video. Me personally, that's why my numbers seem to be like inconsistent at times, because my niche was hair. It's hair. It's always going to be hair. So when I put a hair video out, I can expect to get a substantial amount of views because that's what my niche is. That's what YouTube knows me for, as opposed to like when I want to do a clean with me or get ready with me or just a regular vlog. I don't see the numbers that I expect to see because that's not what I'm known for. But I guess with consistency over time, you can get in the algorithm. It's pretty much a game. Like you gotta know the strategy. You gotta know the time to post, what time to post, what tags to post, how to optimize your description. It's a whole bunch. What helps me to remain positive and motivated? My kids keep me motivated. My kids keep me positive because, for one, I have to always show up for them, right? They're always looking to me and at me for many different things. They're going to mimic my behaviors. Of course, not every day do I feel like showing up and being that jolly, smiley, happy-go-lucky mom. For the most part, I try to be a positive figure that they can look up to, because if they don't have me, then who do they really have? I try to teach them that no matter what we go through in life, you can turn it around. Much easier to be negative about things as opposed to looking at things in a different way. So my kids keep me going, they keep me pushing. I have to show them a different way of life, and I have to prepare them and nurture them so that when they become adults, they are fully equipped. What about that? Like, if you weren't a parent today, where do you think you would be? Like, what would you be doing? Do you think that you would be on the same path that you are today? Same job, career? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I heard the food in New York is amazing. Do you miss the good food? The only food I miss in New York would be the Chinese food, honestly. I find that living down here, I have more selection. The Southern food, it just hits a little bit different. The Chinese food down here in the South is my only disappointment. Are you where you would like to be in life? Mentally, I'm getting there, right? Because we all have those highs and those lows. I think that's always going to be a work in progress for me as far as like my mental health. Financially, I feel like I'm not where I want to be right now. I want to be financially abundant. Don't get me wrong, I'm better than I was a year or two ago. I would like to be in a place where I can just sit back, sit back and just chill. I don't have to work every single day. I don't have to, you know, come up with a master plan. The money's there and the money's stacked. You know what I mean? Is it more affordable to live and raise a family in North Carolina? To be honest with you, I heard the South was very affordable, but now that I've moved down here, it's up and coming, right? And I do notice that the cost is definitely rising. The market right now, if you were even to go and look for a house, is insane. Because that was like one of my next things. Living in the South is definitely way less cheaper than New York. I do feel like in certain aspects, it's similar. The cost of food is just ridiculous. I thought when I came back here, I was gonna be chilling. I was gonna be like, the food was gonna be for the low. Publix, if you know, you know. You can definitely find something cheaper in the South as opposed to living in New York, because New York prices, you already know. If you want a 1-bedroom in New York City, they run anywhere from like $5,000 or better. Smallest box that you're gonna get, but where the location is, and because they are, you know, gentrifying everything, that's where the cost is coming in at. To answer your question, because I'm all over the place with this, because my brain is thinking about so many things, I think it is cheaper. How does it feel to be a successful Black YouTuber, and what's next for you? Honestly, I don't feel like I'm successful. I feel like I'm blessed. Blessed to be able to do something that I love and make earnings off of it. I don't think that this is where it stops for me, honestly. Like, but I'm not too sure what the next step is. I do know that whatever it is I do, it has to be helping somebody. It has to be helping people. I love to give back. I love to socialize. I'm a people person. So I'm thinking, I have some ideas that I've been, you know, working on and thinking and brainstorming. My only issue is like, how do I execute it? This is like a big idea that I have, right? No idea is too big or too small, but if you don't have the right, I guess, resources, it can be a little discouraging. I feel like this would be a really great business venture for me. It would mean everything to me if I can execute it. And I know that I can. In due time, I will be able to. So right now, I'm just, you know, I'm just learning and researching. Quick lunch break, y'all. Panda Express. Orange chicken, white rice, and broccoli. The rice is A1. I've left, literally. This little piece right here, it is 1:32. I'm gonna lie, I did take a break. I was watching some YouTube, laid down for a little bit, and I still got good timing. Would you rather be a traveler or settle down and own a mansion? I would prefer to be in the crib. This age, I prefer just being home, chilling in a nice house with some beautiful decor, my fireplace burning, baking me some pastries, just living the best life. I don't see myself as a traveler. Like, I don't really, like, don't get me wrong, like, I love to be out. I'm an outgoing person, but I don't know, I prefer home over going outside now. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? That's a good question. I think I'm a little bit of both, right? Some days I'm an introvert. I just don't want to talk. I don't like people. I don't want to see the outside world. Life just be lifing, and I just want to stay by myself. Other days I just want to go out and socialize, meet new people, and, you know, try new things. So I think I'm a little bit of both. I'm getting a little spicy. What's your type? Like, what are you attracted to? Good qualities, of course. I'm talking looks though. I was very shallow, and I had this whole, you have to look like this, you have to act like this, you have to yada yada yada. Like, you know, just I was really particular. I had like a set ideal. I had an ideal man that I wanted. I think we all just have that, you know, we have expectations and we want what we want. I get it. Fast forwarding to my adult years where I am now, I don't have a specific type. If I could choose, I would go for like a 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'3" athlete. It could be basketball, it could be football. I do love a man, nice lips, and I love a man with dimples. Dimples is always going to be my weakness. You just have to be attractive. I don't have a specific race or anything like that. I want somebody who loves me for me, flaws and all. Someone who takes care of themselves and treats me like the queen that I am. That right there, your looks can go out the window after that. You treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated, and you can have whatever you like. Have you and Eddie had any conversation about future plans, getting married? Well, it's a 3-part question. Buying a house together, more kids. To answer the first part, no. I don't think that I would ever do that again. Not right now. I can't say never for my future, but I feel like when you do something the first time, right? And you make such a strong decision to do something like that and it doesn't work out, I don't see a reason to go do it again. No, I don't see myself ever remarrying Eddie again. I feel like where we are is where we should stay. Yeah, that's that. As for buying a house, yeah, that's on my list. I'm manifesting it as we speak. The house is mine. I already see what it looks like. I already know what it smells like. Do I want any more kids? Girl, you haven't been following me because, baby, this shop is all the way kaput. I still ain't got no uterus because I done had a hysterectomy, so no, I can't have any more babies. No more little angel faces. I have 3 and 3 is enough. It's tough. And we have a dog. So that's my 4th baby right there. And the dog is on thin ice. So yeah, I don't think I'm equipped at this age to bring another life into the world, even if I could. How do you feel watching your baby girl Lyra grow up now that she's a teenager? It's a bittersweet moment. I get really emotional at times because I just remember bringing her home from the hospital and looking at her and just seeing how little she was and beautiful she was. She still is. And now I look at her, she's taller than me. She has mood swings now and she's in high school. It's bittersweet because I know, blink of an eye, she's going to leave the nest and she's going to spread her wings. But that's the whole point, right? We raise them up until a certain point in their life and then they have to spread their wings and make their own decisions. So it's, it's an emotional thing, but it's also, I'm very proud of her. So she's doing very well and she's very respectful and she's growing beautifully. So I look crazy right now. Don't even worry, we're gonna get it together. Somebody said, when you film in the shower, do you have water all on the floor? Girl, you don't even want to know. The BTS behind the scenes be crazy when filming a YouTube video. There's so much that I edit out. If y'all seen the real raw footage, y'all will be on the floor. It looks crazy. Water be everywhere. How did you work your way back into working out after the hysterectomy? It's been about a year now since I had a hysterectomy. I'm actually meaning to do an update. I didn't work out for a while because when I was in New York, I wasn't even motivated and I wasn't on that type of time. I wasn't even thinking about working out like that. So I will say, I can't really speak for other people, but I didn't start working out for maybe 7 months after having a hysterectomy. Not because of health reasons. I didn't want to do it. I moved down here. I have a gym where I live. That just motivated me right there. I don't have to pay for a membership and it's in walking distance. So that all depends on how you heal. You have to talk to your doctor. After you go back for your checkups and stuff, your doctor will probably let you know when you should be able to start working out. But I'm pretty sure you need a couple of weeks to really heal up. We done. It's a wrap. We're done. Are you still? Oh no, we're done. So good to feel my scalp. My scalp is so sore, right here. Just like that, your girl's done by 2 o'clock. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I took my braids out with you guys. We did a little Q&A. We bonded. We did a little bonding. You guys got to know a little bit more about me. We're going to hit the shower. I'm going to give me a nice little cleanse, deep condition, all that. Stay tuned because I'm going to be dropping some more hair videos. I know you guys like the hair videos. Some days it'll be hair videos, back-to-back hair videos, and some will be some vlogs. Some will be some cleaning, home decor, because I can't just stick to one thing. So if you guys like a variety, then you're in the right place. Simply Michelle.